and Slashy Souls, but this is Clash Royale. This is a follow-up to Clash of Clans, which is the biggest mobile game in the world, the only video game period that has money to spend on like Kate Upton. That's Game of War, but that style of game is the only game that has the money to spend on celebrity endorsements. So this is the new thing from those people from Supercell, and let's take a look. Leave a comment, I'll see your comments, and you'll see your comments since they show up on the screen here. So whereas Clash of Clans sort of established the sort of mobile kind of strategy, kind of city building game that a lot of things have since ripped off, Clash Royale is more of just a straightforward strategy game. Well, it's like a combination of a strategy, like a I don't want to say MOBA, but like a tower defense kind of strategy game and a collectible card game, two very big genres right now. You look at things like Hearthstone or Dota, a great genre for free-to-play elements, which are a kind of game that do really well on mobile, as Fifth Cell surely knows from how much money they've raked in. So, what I'm doing here, the goal is to destroy the enemy castle by having units get up towards it and waste it. But there are these defenses to get through. Again, like a tower defense game. All my abilities are controlled by these cards in the bottom row. As my mana fills up, I gain access to them. I have to wait for it to replenish. That deck you can customize outside of battle, and you get cards from it randomly. And sort of the meta elements of it outside of the battling are creating the deck building, like a collectible card game. I'm not using a ton of strategy right now, but maybe next time I'll talk through in the next match. I'll talk through what units I'm using when and why. But here I'm just showing off. Just an early map. I don't know if Clash of Clans has any particular lore, but these character designs, of course, reflect the art style of that game, if nothing else. An art style that you've seen in countless commercials, like that endless commercial, like Christoph Waltz, and just talking about a story from that game. But again, when you have the money they do, you can get pretty indulgent with your advertising. So from that battle, you can see I've won these chests on the bottom row, and this is another kind of weak element. Like a lot of free-play games, there's a lot of timers in this game, and so the treasures you're collecting, that's your reward. That gives you better cards, that helps you improve your deck. But to access them, you have to wait or pay real money. So, especially for the good ones, like I have the silver chest from earlier that I'm still waiting to get, because I can only have one unlock process going at a time. But in the meantime, let me take a look at my deck. You can see I have units like the knight and the dragon, as well as spells like this fireball and these arrows, and then there are these rare cards of different rarities waiting to be found. Cards I don't even know about. I assume they're way better. I just hope that they're all fairly balanced. I know that's kind of a big thing to worry about with competitive games like this. These cards also level up, but I don't have any to level up yet. Maybe after the next match I will. We can show that off. Yeah, I just installed it on this particular tablet, so it's still kind of in the early stage of things. Let's do another battle, and maybe I'll explain my process a little more. So in most strategy games, I like to go with like just big balls of units that I'm not into micro. I like to just send, like in StarCraft, I send like a big ball of units. So what I'm doing here, I'm just having this giant soak up all this damage as I put in lots of things behind to kind of cover him. And that's not working too well, because it's not really smart, it's more just brute. It's more just brute force. But it's just the beginning of the match. Let me try to clear these guys out with those arrows. So the Baby Dragon is a pretty strong unit. I'll use him to kind of clear things out and then go back on the offensive. And once you clear out an enemy tower too, it opens up, it lets you start out units closer to the enemy base. That's what I'm going to try to do here. Like picking which lane you want to send units through is also something to consider strategically. Again, kind of like a MOBA. Like MOBA, staying in your lane, I hear, is an important thing. I hear you get yelled at if you don't stay in your lane. And that is also something to consider here in Clash Royale. Right, so since they destroyed one of my towers, they can now have units way closer to my base, which is bad news for me. So let's try to see if we can turn things around here. Now, most likely I'm just being bad, but with all these free-to-play games, there's also this sort of nagging suspicion that am I being bad, or is because I'm not paying money for like the better stuff, I'm being artificially held back, which should be really frustrating because this does seem cool. This combination of MOBA and card game stuff seems like it's a Venn diagram. It's just one big circle of people who'd be into those things. And of course, Clash of Clans is already super popular, so it has the name to work off of. Yep, that's the end of me. Yep, still nothing left to upgrade. Yeah, there's like your daily reward and stuff. Again, all things that in these kinds of games, to me, at this point, start to blur together. But the core of this I do find pretty entertaining, just as someone who's into strategy games. And it's just a lot more straightforward to me than Clash of Clans. Clash of Clans has so many weird systems of like the city building stuff, and then these sort of like pseudo strategy missions where you're taking your guys out to go to go conquer these towns or whatever. And it's just like it's lame. I don't like Clash of Clans. I don't get why everyone else likes it so much. But this I get why people like this. Even if, like, so many free-to-play games, it actively punishes you for wanting to play it more. It's like, you want to play now? No, wait, or pay. Alright, this is already off to a great start. Can I at least take down that tower? Getting there. I do wonder if this will be like, you know, as we saw with Angry Birds, that got spun off in a million different ways. So now that, I guess, between this and Clash of Clans, Supercell's proven that the clans brand can transcend different genres. I wonder if this is the beginning of a larger Clash of Clans universe of games on mobile. Make a Clash of Clans fighting game, make a Clash of Clans kart racer, Dash of Clans. Alright, so yeah, I took out that tower. Now I can put my units way closer to the enemy stronghold, which is pretty useful. but now they took out mine, so it's anyone's game. And, you know, your base isn't totally defenseless. Like, your king has a sick cannon that he fires at enemies, so even when they get up all in there, it's not necessarily all over. So we'll see what happens when we get to a draw. The next person to take out a structure will now win the game. But I'm feeling a little confident since I'm already in the base. But there's no time to start slouching. I do wish your deck was a little bigger. Maybe it grows later in the game, but having only 8 and having them cycle through, seeing the same cards pretty frequently, isn't always the most exciting thing. They got me. It's hard to talk and play video games. As you can tell, I'm not a streaming veteran, as this is the 3rd one of these. But at least this one is going still. Last week we had some technical difficulties, but this one's doing alright. Still have an hour for this to wait, and I'm not going to do this for that long. One second. I still feel like I need to win one of these sooner or later. We're coming up on the time limit, or the totally arbitrary time limit I've set for this show. But let's try one more. They should make a Clash of Clans in space. If this is their Warcraft, where's their Starcraft? Sorry, I'm deep in thought about how I want to actually win this match. Nice, that type's going down. Let's get him in there. He's big. He'll do damage. But now they have a beeline right to my tower, which is no good, so I should protect that somehow. And this giant's gonna ruin my day. Will I pull it off at last? Things are looking up. A winner is me! And another silver chest I can wait like 4 hours to unlock. Oh well, as is. That's Clash Royale in a nutshell. That roller coaster of emotion that's went on. So yeah, I'm Jordan Miner. This is Games Ago Live. This is Clash Royale, free, available now on Android. I won't be doing this next week since it's a holiday, but we'll come back and reconsider what's going on with this show. But in the meantime, you can follow me on Twitter at Jordan W. Miner or catch up on all my weird writing at PCMag.com. So thanks for watching, and peace.